In this video, I'm gonna show you the most agile, catastrophic, and stunning aircraft bomber in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Do you like explosions? Do you like blowing up things? What if I told you that you could do it in Tears of the Kingdom? Here are a few ways to blow up your enemies while flying, starting from the smallest airplanes, evolving into an aircraft bomber, and turning up all the way into a literal dragon. Let's get into it. Do you know the all-purpose hoverback? Add a pair of cannons and voila! You got the Hoverback 3000 version's XYZ Premium. While test driving, I found out the Hoverback 3000 version XYZ Premium is lightweight, easy to control, moves around at lightning speed, and does its job perfectly. And if you want further proof, let's test it on the enemies. See how quickly the cannons obliterate the enemies? The enemies won't know what hit them, and even if they know, it's hard targeting a flame target, is it? Controlling Hoverback 3000 is very simple. You find enemies, hover around them for a little bit while the cannons delete the enemies, and done! Overall rating of Hoverback 3000 version XYZ Premium is 8 out of 10. As a starter on this list, Hoverback 3000 puts up a heavy fight against the rest of the contender. Next on the list, we got Qatar Airways Pro Max. Why do we call it that, you ask? That is because they're going to deliver something really special to the enemies. And without further ado, let's taste it on the enemies right away. Oh no, I'm spiraling! I'm heading away from the enemies. Okay, I got it under control. Let's finish our job again. Test number 2 because the first one is kind of fail. Overall, this Qatar Airways delivers what needs to be delivered. The air and land combo destroys the enemies 2 times faster than the usual. But the designs of this aircraft is really fun to watch, so I'd happily to give this 6 out of 10. Number 3 on the list is Qatar Airways Pro minus the land cannon. But the Pro version has more cannons than the Pro Max. Let's take it for a test drive. You could see that flying the Qatar Pro is really hard. This aircraft barely flies and needs times to fly. But let's taste it on the enemies. Surprisingly, against the enemies, the Qatar Pro still does its job. Let's do more test trials against the enemies. You could see that Qatar Pro, while hard to control, is still destroying the enemies. It's also worth noting that cut! You need to fly a bit higher to easily destroy your enemies. The Qatar Airways Pro is definitely more inferior than the Pro Max version. With the mini-tank removes, Qatar Pro suffers from mobility and accessibility. We'll give it a 5 out of 10. Our good old classic Scorpio is back and ready to be showcased again. With easy maneuver, complete weapon, this giant monstrosity is here only to destroy. Testing on the enemies, we could see that Scorpion targets every single enemy in its sight and immediately destroys them with its arsenal. It's hard to not be proud and neglect Scorpion's usefulness in this list. A 9 out of 10 is the best rating that we could give to Scorpions. Last up is a mentioned dragon that wakes up from its slumber, ready to unleash chaos into the Hyrule. Its name? Leviathan. This giant dragon means business. He's colossal, the biggest one we've ever seen, and controlling him will not be easy. Let's take him for a spin. Controlling Leviathan will require every fiber of your muscle to work, but after a few while, he's ready to destroy Hyrule. He only got one weapon, and to be honest, his weapon didn't do much because it's only one cannon. But his main objective is to inflict fear upon enemies who catch a glimpse of Leviathan. Who's not afraid when you see a 100-feet dragon showing up above you? In terms of rating, I'd give Leviathan a dragon out of 10. He deserved it. And that's my list for the aircraft bomber in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. What do you think about this list? Comments down below. Bye!